Get your hands up. And no quirks, got it? Use your powers, and I'll kill your friend here.
You know, you two dudes are so lucky. People with electric-type quirks are destined for mainstream success. What are you doing? I mean, even if you didn't want to be a hero, there are tons of jobs you could do in the city, right? Your kind of quirk is in high demand. So I'm wondering, why would you become a villain in the first place?
I see. Jiro can attack without moving if she can manage to get her earphone jack plugged in.
You don't have to answer. I just thought it might be interesting to know.
Nice try. Think you can distract me that easily? Big mistake, sweetheart.
Why you just plug it in?
No. Maybe I'm smarter by a couple of kids.
Where's all my
Oh, come on. What's going on here? He's just as strong as he's always been.
Come on, Midoriya. We should regroup with the other
Bro,
guys. The last thing we want
can't
to
be
do is
standing
get
around all
in
night.
this way.
This isn't right. He can't beat them. He's bluffing. It's almost hidden by the dust, but I can see it. The steam coming off his body is the same as when he's about to transform. He's out of time.
Crap. I can't fight them.
Man.
Nomu guy took too much out of me. I'm pretty sure that if I make one more move, I'll be forced to go back to my weak form. I can't keep this up much longer. I just have to stall until they get here. What? Are you scared? Homura Shigaraki, please do not fret. Look at him. He has definitely weakened. Nomu's attacks were successful. He's on his own. The children appear to be frozen in fear. And look, our underlings are recovering. We likely still have a few minutes before their reinforcements arrive. If you and I work together, we can do this. We haven't missed our chance to kill All Might.
I'm the only one who knows what's happening. There's no way he can move faster than the
Not to
mist
step
right now.
in.
He's done.
So this is it.
About to hit him.
It's revenge for what you did in Komo.
Wow.
This is bad. Where is everyone? I need backup.
Oh, he's doing everything.
How much trouble he's in, bro, Midoriya!
Bro, landed, bro.
Oh, my leg's still broke this time. It's okay though. I made it. I can hit the part of his body that's hidden. I can end this now! Don't you touch All Might, you stupid villain! Oh no! I recognize that hand!
I won't fall for that again!
What's that?
They're here!
Dang.
Nothing crap just happened.
Sorry, everyone.
He's here.
Got the teachers over here as fast as I could.
Your class rep has returned! I fulfilled my duty! And I brought reinforcements!
Bro, the whole squad's here. Oh yeah, y'all
I'm
wrong.
trying to see the principal. Oh, she about to see him. So he's like that Sonic Boom girl, except way more powerful.
The heck is
Our priority is to protect all of our students.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, it's over.
No, don't try to run now.
Let's go home and try this one again.
Nah, yeah, no sir.
Bro, he is so cold, bro.
I'm on it.
13 still away. Eee.
She opened all 5 of them, bro.
I need a field to kill you this time. Your days are numbered. All right, symbol of peace. I am going to kill you.
Oh, they did still stay. He broke everything.
Seems like there's them all over again.
Do it. I wasn't able to help you.
That's absolutely not true. You bought me a few vital seconds. If not for that, I'd be dead now.
They did catch us completely by surprise. For now, we
Of
need
course
to
they
make
ain't gonna
sure
show this.
Like, what is your power, bro?
Sorry, I can't get up.
What? Are you okay?
Ah, Kirishima. I'm glad to see that he's looking out for his friend. Oh, crap, wait. If he comes over here, he's gonna learn my secret. Not good.
Kirishima, wait!
For your safety, please stay back, young man. Join your classmates at the front gate. Leave the injured to us. We can take care of them.
Oh, gotcha. I'm on it.
Ooh.
Thanks for that. You saved my butt, Cementos.
My pleasure. I'm actually a big fan of yours.
Cementos. His quirk, cement. He can manipulate any cement he touches, which makes him a heck of a fighter in the concrete jungle.
Shot in both arms and legs. All those underlings wiped out. Even Nomu was beaten. We failed. Those kids were so strong. And the symbol of peace wasn't weakened at all. You were wrong, Master. So wrong.
No, I wasn't. We just weren't as prepared as we should have been. I agree. We underestimated them. Thankfully, we sailed under their cheap League of Villains name and not our own. And what about the creature the Master and I created? Where is Nomu? Yes. Why is he not with you?
He was blown away.
What?
It was All Might's doing. Without coordinates to his precise location, I couldn't use my warp to bring him with us.
Naturally, you're upset. But this was not a futile mission. We learned many things. Gather the villainous fleet. Take all the time you need. I must remain hidden in the shadows, which is why I need you to be my face, a symbol of your own. Tomura Shigaraki, next time you will show the world that it's surely afraid of you.
Ojiro, I heard you were a really good fighter.
Where was she
I
at?
did, you were so strong.
I was also wondering that and to do that with the belt.
I survived using hit and run tactics. So where did you end up fighting Hagakure?
The landslide zone. You wouldn't believe how strong Todoroki was. He's amazing.
You don't say. Well, I'm just glad he didn't get hurt. I didn't even know she was there. Aren't you wondering about more?
I know, where was you at?
Interesting. So the people you fought were also low-level thugs. Yeah, they
You might even care.
kids. Did you miss me? So All Might put that hole in his bill and
That's fucked up.
That's some hardcore power.
Yeah, it was crazy. Where do you think I was?
Where?
Let's go ahead and get these students back to the
Trying to figure out where he was.
Where was he at?
We don't need to question them right away.
The bones in his arms are splintered and he's got facial fracturing. Fortunately, there doesn't seem to be any serious brain damage. But his orbital floor has been almost completely destroyed. We have no way of knowing if his eyesight will be impaired once he's healed up.
Damn.
Well, you heard them, man.
So he lost his power.
Warp quirks are very rare and can completely change the course of a
What do
battle.
you think her power is?
It's frightening to know that a villain has
I don't even know, but looking at her, you can tell she's powerful.
Sukauchi, sir. Someone thought to be involved in this attack was just apprehended in a wooded area nearby. Report. He has no apparent injuries.
Bro, I thought you was in space, bro. Well, we know he's gonna get back out.
We're not sure if he can speak.
They have no clue how powerful he is. She's gonna break out of
I'd
that
like
shit
to
easy.
investigate every inch of the school just to be safe.
Or the dude's gonna come back and
Of course,
friend.
please do. You'll have full access to the campus. We definitely need your assistance on this matter. I don't care who makes a fuss. You have my blessing.
I thought this dude was in space, man.
I don't think All Might has it in to do it again.
I can't be sure yet, but I think I shortened my time limit again with that fight. I hope I can at least still hold the form for an hour.
I'm so sorry.
What the hell? I didn't know that you were investigating.
Oh,
Oh, it's his friend.
okay seeing you like this?
Oh yeah, it's fine. This guy's alright. Namasa Tsukaichi, my best friend on the police force. He's legit, I trust him.
That's quite an introduction.
Nah, I don't
Sorry
trust
to cut to the chase, but we could really use any information you might have. Only student injuries were scrapes.
I feel you about to pull eyes.
Teachers are in stable condition right now. Relax.
That's good to hear. The students also risked their lives. They fought as hard as us.
Thank you, All Might.
It's probably a secret scene. Who do you think that samurai dude is? You think he's new? Somebody new?
Yeah, I think he might be the villain in the upcoming season.
He looked dope though, didn't he? Like with the sword on his back and then the cut up clothes.
Yeah, you can tell by looking at him that he's gonna fuck up some shit.
What do you think his quirk is?
No clue. Probably, I feel like he's on some ox shit for real. Just no power, he can just fuck up shit. Like moving super fast, like one cut equals like 1,000 cuts.
Yeah, because they have been fighting people who don't even have quirks like that. All Might's last. Yeah, so hey, I don't trust that cop. He's like way too cool. The cop that he was like, oh, this is the friend. You don't have to worry about him seeing this form of me. I trust him wholeheartedly. Like, in other words, don't trust him. Like, don't trust him at all.
I could see him saying some stuff like, oh yeah, like I know his weakness. I built that monster so like it would be stronger than him.
Yeah, it was just like, it just seemed way too, it seemed obvious. Like, hold up. This dude knows your weakness. I don't know what it is that makes you trust this dude so much, but I mean, he knows your weakness. And then the way he like was like, okay, so we're gonna, do a sweet da-da, and the principal was like, absolutely. You have full access to the entire building. Like, it was just like,
I didn't even catch that.
Yeah. And then he was just way too nice. Like, did a good job today, All Might. But he didn't even say it like that. He was just like, you did a good job today, All Might. Everything that happened is all because of you. Good job. Like, it was just way too like fake. I feel like
everything's all because of you.
Yeah, exactly. That seemed like kind of how he was. I feel like really he might hate All Might, and I wouldn't be surprised if he was one of the people that was behind that screen. Really wouldn't. And he'd have motive too. Because you know how like cops, like especially with like different superhero things like Batman and stuff, they always are like had that belief of like there wouldn't be villains if it wasn't for freak shows like you know what I'm saying, trying to be heroes and stuff, vigilantes and stuff. Like, it's because of y'all that there are these crazy villains. You should just leave it to law enforcement. So he could have that motive. But yeah, I don't trust him.
Can't believe they found no move though, bro.
Yeah, like, bro. He was in space, bro.
I swear, like,
he was gone out. He was out of here, bro.
You had the little ding.
I know he had the little Team Rocket twinkle and everything, bro. Like, this dude was gone, bro. And they found him within like what 20 minutes. Like, get out of here, bro. You found him in a wooded area. Like, nah, bro.
I feel like they did that just so like they could bring him back. Like,
yeah, like,
he's coming back.
Like, nah, we love him too much. We can't let him go. Like what? It should have been like years later. Like, we found him at the bottom of the ocean, like on the other side of the freaking country, Malaysia somewhere. Like, bruh, y'all found him that quickly?
I don't think All Might has it in him to fight him again.
You don't think so? I think he could. Well, I don't know. Maybe not.
Say he pushes his limit down to an hour, or within an hour.
That's what I was thinking about, yeah. Or at least he would have to start, he'd have to fight him fresh.
Yeah, definitely.
But man, that's like...
It was like, so, like, I don't know what I want to say, like, he knocked something out of me. Like,
he just keeps getting weaker and weaker and weaker, it feels like.
Like, the episode was going good, and then, like, oh, we found him, like, oh my god. Like, you just took all the excitement I had out.
Oh, yeah. And it's like, you know he can break out of them cuffs. That's All Might, potentially. So, it's like, he's just like, yeah, go ahead and take me to your little prison so I can break out. That's probably all he's thinking about. I went alone
Dude,
so I can break out of here.
What if they do the stone, like he gets healed or wherever he goes and like breaks no and then like they break all the villains in the prison?
Oh, I can see that happening. But it was satisfying seeing him get whooped though, bruh. By that dude with the gun, bruh.
Oh my god, this dude. Bro,
cold, bro.
Like when they showed him, I was like, "Yeah, it's my favorite character." This man came in, shot a bullet all the way across the map, took out the villain that was holding that bullet. Like bro,
what? I know. Like you hit him and him at the same time. Everybody hit.
Bro,
everybody did.
This man had a pistol, but was using it like it was a sniper rifle.
Bro, I know. Like, bro, what? What? That makes sense. Like, how cold are you, bro? Like, nah. He was even like, all right, it's time for us to retreat. Like, shot him in both his arm and both his legs. Like, like, dang, bro. Sent that boy back home with bullet holes, boy. Like, nah, you don't mess with the UA. He came back through that portal. It was so strong. Like, yeah, you thought you was gonna get out of here with no scratches, bro? Like, nah, fam. Nah, fam.
Dang.
I like that dude. I want to see what that girl's power is with the spiky black hair.
She kind of reminds me of your character, yellow chick. I should say.
With the red. I don't even know her. But I know what you're talking about. Who makes objects?
Yeah.
She reminds you of her?
Yeah, like,
I mean,
just like mysterious.
Like yeah, she seems like an older, mysterious form of her. Yeah, they do kind of seem a little bit. I wouldn't be surprised if that was like her mom or her aunt. But, yeah, but they was killing that. Principal didn't even show his power. I'm glad he made an appearance, but I was hoping he'd show his power.
Bro, what is your power? Like, I feel like they doing it on purpose.
I know. Like, how you gonna be sitting on their shoulder and then the dude just sit you down? Like, alright, bro. You obviously retarded powerful, bro. Like, come on. Like, how long we gonna wait until we see this?
I thought, like, when he came in, like, all right, we're here or whatever. I was like, hold up, is that a new form? Nah, he's just sitting on the shoulder.
Yeah. Man, it'll be at the end. I can tell. Like, once they fight whoever's behind the screens or something, it's going to be somebody powerful. But it better happen. It better happen. It better happen.
But I want to see where my dude was with the belt. I want to see where he was at.
With the belt. Oh, yeah. It never even said what area he was in. He's like, don't you all wonder where I was at? Like, nobody cared. I was actually kind of like, oh, where was you at, bro? I didn't see you.
I feel like the creator, he created him like, oh, he ain't supposed to be like popular, but like, we actually like him.
Yeah. And then the Invisible Girl, too, like, she was there. Like, she's not really, her power isn't really attacking. I feel like it's not really that useful in terms of, like, I feel like it's only good for, like, stealth and, like, gathering information, like spying.
Yeah. It's definitely not for. Well, I guess you could fight with it. Whoa, what
but as soon as you get hit, you're gonna know, like, it's not even gonna be that strong of a punch. Like, oh, a normal human punch just hit me. Like, okay.
Yeah, that electric dude that was holding that boy, he would have fucked her up. Like, oh, somebody invisible was here?
Yeah, it would have been done.
Maybe some people like on her like, how'd y'all even make it into the school? Because like it's supposed to be hard as hell to get into. Manita, I believe it is Manata or something like that. The dude that has the purple balls, like, how are you here?
Yeah, I mean, but everybody got something about them.
But then again, now that I think about it, they are just children, like, still developing, so I can't really say anything yet.
Yeah, and don't hate on Manata, because he was the key to actually trapping all those one villains. Even though he just could not get it together.
It's good to see that they still need that development.
Yeah.
Instead of, like, being, like, brave right away, because, like...
Of course not. I mean,
yeah, it's more realistic.
Yeah. You think Mr. Ozawa's going to get his sight back?
I don't know. I know it's gonna be like heartbreaking if he doesn't. Like walking into class blind.
Ooh, yeah. I hope that doesn't happen. Yeah, especially since he fought so bravely and like really put everything on the line for the kids. That would really suck. They kind of be on like some Rock Lee stuff.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Kind of reminds me of that, but I hope that doesn't happen.
If he lost his vision, he pretty much lost his quirk.
Yeah, that is like, dang, yeah, your quirk is gone. Something that I wanted to say was, I feel like it seems like I've been like dogging on this anime, which isn't what I'm trying to do. Like where I'd be like, oh, it's so predictable, and like, oh, like you can tell what's gonna happen. Like that isn't. I mean, though that is true that did happen in that episode. That's not really that bad of a thing because like the other animes that we watch, like I prefer, like I like watching anime where it's like, ooh, I can't tell what's gonna happen, and despite me learning more and seeing more animes, like seeing a new one that I can't predict, I love that because that shows that it's like a higher tier, it's something I haven't seen before. But at the same time, I've noticed after watching those animes and kind of searching for that anime that's like the new thing that keeps me curious, sometimes it's kind of exhausting a little bit, and sometimes it's good to go back to an anime like this one to where everything's just kind of more straightforward, loosey-goosey. You don't have to think that hard. It's just a straightforward anime. This anime is very straightforward, very light. Like, that's not a bad thing. It's actually kind of dope, you know?
Yeah, I think we like more animes that like make us think. But then again, it's like you said, it's good to come back to things that's like simple. So like we ain't gotta like work our brains as much.
Yeah, you know, it's good to have a complex story every now and again. But, you know, this is a really just like, I don't even know, like just broad, easy anime. You know, you gotta have those. You don't want every anime to be all complex to where you gotta see 100 episodes. Not everybody wants to do all that. When I say 100 episodes, I mean like see 100 episodes just to understand it. Like this one's kind of, because this one could hit 100 episodes, but it's very just cool.